Hey, see anybody's on today. See anybody's up. What's going on, everybody? Jeez, jeez, jeez. Man, hold on a second. Let me. That there for a second. Got a dry nose. I just got out the shower. I'm sorry, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Just got out the shower. Grab something to eat here. I'm in Dodge City, Kansas. So, yeah, so. Hey, Rich, how's life going? Hey, Nick, what's up, man? It's not really going too good, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little down, man. I got off the phone with one of my buddies who worked for Wilson, and he was in tears. I mean, I can hear him crying on the phone, and for a man to hear another man cry is always a psychological thing. Wow, she's fine. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at a restaurant, and this fine ass woman just walked in. Jesus Lord, lucky dude, man. But he was upset, man, because he's really in a financial crunch where he got to provide for his family, and he's training as a team, and he's getting the shaft, man. I mean, Prime or whatever is treating him like a nut. So, hey, Mr. B, what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Yeah, I figured I'd get on here and see how everybody's doing, man. I've been a while since I've been on. You heard Prime and Wilson isn't doing well. Hate to hear other drivers aren't doing well. Yeah, Nick. It was literally a crime, man. For a grown man to hit that point, it's bad. He don't even know how he's gonna pay his rent. You know what I mean? Like he don't know how he's gonna pay his rent. So it's his wife is sick with cancer. Well, I'm not gonna put his business out, but he's not doing well, man. And I wish I could help him. Like I really wish I could, man. I wish I really could, man. It's sad that these stories have real consequences. These drivers have real lives. Gene, you're 100% right, man. Prime is doing fine with everybody in these leases. So, in a couple of days, y'all, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what happened to me. How I had to give up my truck and who I'm currently working for. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. The people I'm working for did something that I really didn't like. The other night, I ran a scale the other night. I didn't do it on purpose. I was on US 81 and Nebraska, and the scale looked closed to me, but it was open, and I blew past it and I got pulled over. There's plenty of companies pay, but just got to do your homework and keep your mouth shut. Yeah, Mr. B, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right, man. One of the biggest lies I learned in trucking is we are family. Nick, you're 100% right, man, because my man is getting screwed, and I feel horrible, man. Like, I want to help him so bad. I wish I could, man. Lord knows I wish I could. But who do I drive for now? Well, I'm not going to say now because I'm going to wait and I'll let you know. Okay? I'm just going to wait a couple more days and I'll let you know. Give me like a week or so. But what they did to me, I didn't like it. So what they did, right, is I ran a scale the other day in Nebraska on US 81. And I thought the scale was closed, but it was open. Anyways, I got a level 3 inspection, right? State trooper made me turn around, drive back to the scale and reweigh. So when I got down there, he wrote me a citation for blowing the scale, right? Failure to yield. And I have to deal with that. Now, the fine's only $99. But I'm still going to fight it because you don't want any tickets on your record. Okay? But when I let the company know and sent them the DOT report, they fined me $100. Okay? I never experienced that before. And especially in a struggling market, why would you do that to a driver? Right? So I'm not really pleased with that. I left Prime right before all this, and I went company. Best move ever. Yeah, Gene, you know what? You saw the writing on the wall, and you got out of there, bro. You smart. In trucking, you got to keep your ear to the ground, man. But I feel bad what was happening to my boy, like I was saying earlier. He's a good dude, man. And you hear somebody cry or get emotional on the phone, kind of sets you off. You know what I mean? Hey, Divine Justice, what's up, bro? What's going on with you? But yeah, yo, I'm just here chilling, man. I'm in Dodge City picking up a load. You know, Mr. B. Yeah, you're right, man. Not only do they write you up, but they take money out of you. You know, it's bad enough that the company I'm working for, their fixed costs on their lease is like really expensive. I'm gonna talk about it more once I know what I'm doing. If you're leasing a truck right now, it's probably a bad idea. Yeah, I got lucky, left Prime, and now I drive for Decker and have to beg for 34. Used to haul horses, but work ready. It wasn't steadily. Oh, okay. Well, Nick, I'm glad things work out for you, man. You know, they spoke about cameras and broad aid between them. I agree. Oh, okay, Divine. So, Divine, how you doing with your own authority, man? I couldn't do it, man. The lows were too low, like the rates, you know. And Mr. B, I'll tell y'all once I get situated who I went with. I don't think this is going to be a permanent stay for me. That's why I'm not saying anything. And I don't want to give any recommendations or anything right now because I have something to say, which I'll make a video about that. It is so bad out there. With everyone in our pockets, you can't handle your own company and your own pockets too. They're supposed to be there for you. Gene, you 100% right, man. Like that, I saw my settlement and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then here's the deal, right? You take $100 out of my settlement, it's not like you're paying the fine. Like, where's that money going? You know, like, where did that money go? So I sent a message to the safety guy, right? And he has not got back to me. So that tells me right there that, it's a con. It is. It's a con. You know, it's a way to kind of go in the pockets of drivers. Makes no sense. So, I'm really displeased right now, man. Not to mention, like, the way this economy is, this trucking economy that you have people out here doing this. I was going to make a video the other night, right? Talking about how I really want to work for the FMCSA and how I really want to go back to law school and work at, as a lobbyist. And I really want to outlaw lease purchasing in the United States. And the reason I say that, right, because I had conversations with some people who work in Australia and work in Europe. And when I mentioned lease purchase to them, they're like, what is that? They never heard of that. And I'm sad and sick that our government actually allows predatory lease purchasing programs to affect us, affect Americans. It's like they don't care. And DOT should be ashamed of themselves for allowing this to go on like this. And this should come to a stop. So I like to be at the forefront of that argument, literally on Capitol Hill, arguing why we should not allow lease purchasing in this country. It should be overhauled and revamped because what happened was people turned it into a predatory thing. So, yeah, Mr. B, there's good and bad, but I'll be honest with you, the way it's set up, it's not fair. Okay, if you're paying $1,200 a week on a lease purchase, that's about $65,000 a year. After about 2 years, that truck should be paid off. Okay, that's how a lease purchase should really happen. It shouldn't be you're paying $1,200 a week for 6 to 7 years. That's almost $500,000 you paid into that truck. So you technically bought the company 2 or 3 or 4 trucks. Okay, that shouldn't be like that. So that's why I say it's predatory. Hey Claude, what's up, man? Yeah, yeah. Hey Andy, let me see. Prime's average companies 1,200 gross a week. Yeah, man, you probably got to be one of the realest truckers on YouTube. No cap. Hey, SR7, thank you, bro. Claude, the whole industry needs to be revamped, brother. Listen, man, it does, because what I noticed in trucking, and this is coming from like a law enforcement perspective, is that they predatory and targeted people. Okay, it's very predatory, and had we been an upper echelon class of folk, they wouldn't have done this. That's why I really want to, like I told you guys months ago, that I want to go back to school and get a law degree, and I think I do want to do that, and I think I want to lobby and be a lobbyist for truckers on Capitol Hill. I think I really do, and from the standpoint of outlawing lease purchasing and changing and revamping this trucking industry, because it has become very predatory. Okay, Rich, so let's see. Actually, they don't have to pay any of their benefits, so look at all the money they're saving. Yeah, Gene, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, man, I'm out here hustling, trying to do, the best I can do in my situation, and talking to my buddy, man, that was heartbreaking. Wilson should be ashamed of themselves. You don't put people in desperate situations like that. And that's exactly what they did. My dream is to get out of trucking as well. It's a very shitty industry. Mr. B, it is, man. It's shitty because trucking could be like, when I talk to guys in Europe and when I talk to guys in Australia, right, who do trucking, the government puts money away to make sure they have a retirement. The government takes care of, especially the guys in Europe. This lease purchasing shit is unheard of in Europe. Okay? If you owned your own truck, you owned your own business. But this lease purchasing stuff is predatory. Predatory. And what it does is puts people in desperate situations. So I'm going to tell you something, man. I think that my chapter is not done being written. It just isn't. I think I have another hat to wear in my life. So if things go the way I want them to go in the next couple of weeks, I think I'll be able to write that last chapter. And I really will be the advocate, right on Capitol Hill, beating down these congressmen's throats, how they need to outlaw lease purchasing in the United States. It needs to be outlawed, okay? Because it is very predatory, very predatory. And I hate that American trucking companies are so used to exploiting people that nobody does anything. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Divine, that's where you want to be, man. Intermodal, up in Jersey too. You're doing good, bro. You're doing good. Prime reached out to David H, asked him to come back. You sure? I don't think so. I got to look at that. Did he put that out on his channel? I want to read that. As you can see, I am pissed at Prime for the way they're doing people, and all these drivers drink that Kool-Aid. Bro, you 100% right, man. It's $1,200 a week for just a basic lease. Like I said, that's $65,000 a year, and that truck is only worth about $140. So after about a year or two, that truck's almost paid off. Okay, a real lease purchase in my eyes is if you work for a company and you pay that kind of money, within 2.5 years, that truck is yours. Okay, by the time you finish that initial lease, that truck is yours. But the government is allowing these companies to do whatever they want. Leases shouldn't be no 6 or 7 years. Okay, that's insanity. Because what happens is, in 7 years, your truck might need an overhaul in the engine. That's like $30,000 to $40,000. Okay, and by the time you done paying for that truck, it's no good for you. Oh, Claude. Hey, Claude. Yes, it's $1,200 for the truck alone. The insurance can be from $300 to $400 on top of that, plus any tags or title fees or anything. So your fixed cost can be $2,000 a week. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Not at all. Not one bit. You're in North Carolina, but I went there in 21. Man, people were miserable. I couldn't get a job fast enough, and apartments were high as hell. Yeah, I'm in Carolina, man. Carolina's not really. It's iffy. Prime makes killings off their drivers. They do. And Claude, you're right. That's robbery. Indu, I heard the new trucks are prime or 14 to 1500 out the door. That's a crime. That should be a crime. That should be a crime. I don't care what anybody says. It should be a crime to charge an individual that kind of money. Okay? And unfortunately, like I always say to you guys, this is a repeating narrative that I always say. You know, truckers don't have anybody advocating for them in this country. Okay? There's nobody speaking up for truckers and actually making some wheels turn. Okay? Because these trucking companies are exploiting poor people. We're poor people. Okay? We're not wealthy. We are poor. We're working class folk. If we don't work, we don't eat. Okay? So, you know, to have a company exploit you for that is just low. And I am tired of it. And I want to do something on the grand scale. Not on a small scale, but on a grand scale to bring attention and awareness to this shit. Okay? But business is business. Take it or leave it. Yeah. Let's see. Divine. I just received an email from Prime today to contact them since I left them in the hole. 6,000 plus. Early don't report anything on your credit. Is that true, Rich? Hey, Divine, that's true. They don't mess with your credit. You know, you just can't come back to Prime until it's a great market, and then maybe they'll work with you on that negative, but they don't report your credit. They don't. Not yet, anyway. Okay, not yet. Hey, Rich, did you hear that Prime isn't allowing any company drivers unless one quits? They have 2 fleet managers for a company. Yeah, Gene, I heard that they're not hiring company drivers. You know, they're using their business model to hire nothing but lease purchase guys because that pays the company. Unfortunately, lease purchasing pays the company. You know, $1,200 a week truck note should be more like $600 a week. You know, but they're exploiting folk. They're exploiting poor folks. You know, my mind's been on my friend, man. I feel horrible for him. You know, I feel horrible for him, man. I do. Anyway, I'm out here waiting for my load to get ready, man, so I can make my way to my house and do some thinking, man. I got some stuff on my mind. Anyway, I hope everybody's good, man. You know, hope everybody's doing well. But yeah, trucking is gotten worse. You know, it has. And they say only the strongest survive in this industry, but it's different if you're being held down and purposely, you know, taken advantage of. That's totally different. Thanks, Gene. I appreciate that, man. Gene Scott, you're right. They're not a financial institution, so, and it will definitely kill their. They will get sued for non-walkaway because they advertise walkaway lease. So, Prime has a good way of making the lease drivers look like they're making good money. Nah, man, not with this shit. You know, when I tell you guys what I've been through the last month or two, it's going to be embarrassing, but I'm going to tell it because I'm honest. I'm going to tell it. I just got to wait because my videos get views to the right people, even though they don't do nothing, you know. So, hey, Divine, you be easy, man. I'm glad things are working out for you. Yeah, I'm going to get down. Yeah. Gene. Yeah, we do. Yeah, brother, listen, we need a political wrecking ball, honest to God, in this country for truck drivers. And I'm not talking to be mixed in with any other kind of causes. Just one deals specifically with truck driver issues. That's a wrecking ball. That's respected, and that people will listen to. Okay, we need that in this country because we don't have that. Because if we did, things like this won't happen. You know, there's more I want to tell you guys, but I can't tell you at the particular time. I gotta wait. And I'm gonna make a long video and put it out probably in a week or so. And I'm gonna tell you what I've been through and what I think needs to do. I just can't really say what I want to say. I was talking to my brother about yesterday, and he said there was like some illegals pushing freight for 44 cents. Bro, listen, I was almost killed by an illegal about 3 weeks ago. I shouldn't say illegal, but he wasn't American. And you know, I have a problem with our government giving CDL tests in other languages. Now, I understand driving is a privilege in this country that we should extend to everybody. But a commercial driver license is a different scenario than a regular driver license, okay? And I don't think people who don't read or speak English should be driving those, okay? That's just my opinion. Hey, JJ. Oh, man. So, I don't know, bros. You know, I'm sitting here a little pissed and a little disheartened, man. You know, that's trucking bullshit, man. You know, you got the strong taking advantage of the weak. This is nothing but modern day slavery now. It just is. And you know, I hate that our government is too comfortable with letting people be slave drivers. And that's the issue I have. You know, our government is too comfortable allowing people to work out for free labor and cheap labor. And something should be done about this years ago. It should have never gotten to this point. But honest to God, man, I really want to be the voice and the wrecking ball that comes in and knocks Washington around, man. I do. I swear I do. And I'm gonna try to go to law school, guys. I'm gonna try to, you know, do something not for myself but for the community, because we need strong representation up there. You know, I want to outlaw lease purchasing. I swear I do. I want it to be outlawed. Like you can't do in this country. You can't treat people like that. There's no sense you out here working, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not receive a decent pay. There's no reason why you should be doing this for 30 years and not have retirement. It should be outlawed. So anyway, I'm gonna get my life together here, guys. I'm gonna make a video in the next couple of weeks. Sorry for the lateness. I just had some shit going on in my own life that I'm still dealing with. But you guys be strong, man. Peace and love. All right.